Hi there. Join our casual conversations for curious, bewildered, and aspiring midlife cannabis queens. Welcome to the Closet Disco Queen podcast, featuring Queenie and TT. So kick off your platform shoes, sit back and get ready to laugh and learn all about adult use cannabis without having to ask a 22-year-old. Let's get rolling.
We did not say hello.
No, we
well,
didn't.
hello, TT.
Hello, Queenie.
How are you?
I'm well now that I'm up and about.
Up and about, she says.
Up and about.
Yes. Sunday a.m.
Mm-hmm.
We're just bopping all around the clock here.
We are.
We're very flexible and agile. We'll call it agile.
That's a very unlikely word to use to describe us, but hey. Yeah.
So you were saying?
I don't recall. What was I saying?
Well, I was with my young lady from Shanghai arrived this week.
Oh, nice.
So I spent a bit of time with her on and off this week, just, with the general settling in and getting her familiar with the area, blah, blah. So yesterday we went to look at an apartment in downtown Schenectady. So we parked the car and then had to walk a bit to find the entrance to this apartment building. Mm-hmm. So we come out of the apartment building and we stand on the sidewalk, and both of us at the same time, she goes, I don't remember where we were.
Oh, no.
I said, wait a minute. I said, you're too young to be saying things like that. I can say things like that. You cannot. She goes, well, I must claim the change in time zones. I said, okay. Like, but the two of us,
must have been so funny. All of
both stepped out at the same time, both ways. And like, I don't remember where we parked the car. So yeah, I was.
Well, I had a lost moment myself. I was just driving. I thought, I'll go down this way instead, and I had no idea. What has happened is in the last 3 years, there's been a lot of construction in Madison. It's like I have no idea where I am. Well, there's tall buildings where before there was a parking lot, and
wow.
So it was a little disconcerting.
Oh yeah,
but I'm going to blame some of that on all the construction that's taken place.
Yeah. I've even noticed locally. Mm-hmm. You drive. Granted, you're paying attention, but you're paying attention
you're not really
to
big shapes.
You're paying attention to what's going on, literally in front of you and
exactly.
Your general size, right? So you're not taking in everything around you. So I've just had these flashes of, especially when I've been touring, I found when I've been touring this young woman, mm-hmm. like, for example, taking the turn off Sand Creek into Colony Center near the Court Club, the trees have grown a whole canopy over that road. I remember when they were little teeny saplings.
Mm, yeah.
You could see Colony Center right from.
Yep. It's not just the buildings, right?
No, it changes the whole landscape. It's wild.
Yes,
wild. And then I was driving around just reminding myself, so I was thinking, I remember when, such and such was here, but now it's closed and and I'm like, oh my God, that was 50 years ago. Come on. These people, give them a break. It's like,
I know, and here we are.
It's weird. It's really weird. No, yes, it puts everything in perspective now, doesn't it?
I also had a little trouble finding my way out of the zoo. Madison has a small, and frankly, I haven't been there in years, but it was very disappointing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The giraffes are gone. There's no elephant.
Wow.
The lions were, I don't know where. They weren't around to see. The otters are gone.
Oh, dear.
there wasn't a whole lot there. I was very disappointed. Even though I took a 3-year-old, but I was the one who was disappointed. Yeah.
It's like, this isn't what I expected.
He's like, where's the bears? Well, doesn't look like there's any bears here.
Look, there's some squirrels.
Yes, that's what he was doing. Look, a squirrel. He's getting all excited. Oh, and then when we got back to the house, some turkeys walked through our yard. And he's going, chickens.
Close.
I said, no, they're turkeys. But
poultry.
Then he started going, walking around and strutting like a chicken. It was very
my
funny.
goodness.
Anyway, yeah.
Our Closet Disco Queen podcast deals with legal adult cannabis use and is intended for entertainment purposes only for those 21 and older.
So yeah, we're a little bit muddled.
A tad. Just a tad. And it could be that, the seasons are changing.
Here we go.
It happens. It happens. The days are getting shorter. Daylight's lessening. A little sad, maybe.
Yes, I think so. I don't know.
But the weather the past couple of days has been tremendous. Really,
same here.
Very pleasant.
It's like summer. It's gorgeous. And then I think about what's coming. So try to enjoy this while we can, right?
Yes, we must take. Well, I guess that doesn't matter.
You've been joined. I see the tail.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning, started my routine. Coffee's nice, but nicer with some good old green. Gummy bears dancing, brownies in a tray. My bartender's asking what you had today. What have you consumed today? A cookie, a gummy, or a potent J? Did you vape it, dab it, or roll your own way? Tell me what cannabis you consumed today.
Well, I think we should reflect upon and share what we've partaken of today, because both of us are pretty giggly.
I would say we are. TT, what have you consumed today?
Today I have consumed a sativa, as I got very little sleep last night and thought I might need a little boost.
A little boost-a-rooney?
Yep, ma'am. It's live rosin gummies from Flora Cal Farms. This is the same one I think last week or the week before I tried for the first time. Pink lemonade, and it is delicious.
Delicious. I have partaken in a pre-roll joint, a sativa from High Fives. It's a mix of a mix of Wedding Sherb, Blue Dream, and Tangy number 7. And sativa. I do feel.
Yeah, we're both a little giddy,
a little jazzy. Yeah, a little creative juices flowing.
Yes,
worse things in life that could be happening than that.
Yes. Well, there are many, many, many worse things happening, and
absolutely,
sometimes you just got to get away from it.
Sometimes you do. Speaking of which,
what?
I was able to see Beautiful Noise, the Broadway show about Neil Diamond.
Wow.
At the Palace Theater.
How was it?
Proctor's. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Proctor's. The Proctors.
The Proctors down in the Schenectady.
Down in the Schenectady on the Boulevard. It was great. A sold out show.
Wow.
We were amongst the youngest people in attendance, however. And this was not a matinee. This was 7:30 p.m. show. Little later than pushing it there.
The audience is used to.
Yes, the grumbling hour, like, but
is it too early to go to bed?
Oh my God. So Very well done. The young man who
Oh.
sang most of, who was Neil Diamond throughout most of the play, I guess won either American Idol or whatever, The Voice.
Oh, yeah.
One of those.
Shows, yeah.
A while back. And he did sound very, very much like Neil Diamond. I mean, it was very well done.
I love Neil Diamond.
I thought it was a little slow in spots. They could have, picked the pace up a little bit, losing the audience a little. But did you see Kinky Boots?
No.
Oh my God! If that comes, that's another fun show.
Okay. Thank you.
It's hysterical.
Okay, cool.
Hysterical. What's coming here? Well, The Sound of Music is coming.
Ooh.
To Proctor's. I think I'd like to see that on the stage.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh,
I think that might be something to bring the grandgirlies to.
Mm-hmm. Christmas present.
Mm-hmm. Wicked's coming.
Is it?
Wicked's coming to the stage, yes.
Nice.
And what else did I see?
Even though I've seen it.
A great show. Oh, I know. I've seen it 3 or 4 times myself. Plus the movie.
Right.
So.
Yes.
What's the latest but buzz? TT, tell me the news. Where is it legal? No one knows. What's the latest but buzz? TT, tell me the news. Where is it legal? No one knows.
Oh, TT, do you have a story for us this week?
I do.
Do tell.
Well, this one was actually forwarded to me by Honey, so we have him to thank for this news bulletin. Ongoing cannabis worker strikes in 2 states are the longest in industry history. Now, these were not huge strikes, but they did cause work stoppages in the legal marijuana industry. So it's a $32 billion industry, and it caused some work stoppages. There are some that they were uncoordinated. There were 2 different reasons that people were striking, but it was a 13th. The previous longest strike was 13 days, and this surpassed that. So there's one group was upset because a person who was trying to organize a union was fired. So they were striking for that reason. The other company had people who were striking because they felt like they weren't getting paid. They felt like they were getting paid what they should be to do the job that they do.
Now, what states were?
Pennsylvania and Michigan.
Oh.
And so, for Pennsylvania, they only have medical cannabis. So, but they have quite a busy industry there. And then, Michigan, it was the folks who were, I can't remember. I'm so sorry. I took a whole gummy instead of a half.
See? This illustrates the inherent dangers of consuming cannabis.
You may laugh.
You may laugh, you may cry.
And
you may forget why.
Your train of thought, yes. Well, there's a song there.
There is a song there. You have a light flashing in your face.
Oh, that's just sunlight.
Yeah. Yeah.
I walk to the kitchen with purpose and pride. it snacks? Was it tea? Was I hunting for pie? You may laugh, you may cry, you may even forget why. Oh, TSC, a sly little sneak, turn my Tuesday into a 2-week streak. I found my keys in the fridge with a sigh. You may laugh, you may cry, you may even forget why. I texted myself so I wouldn't forget. Now I read it and wonder, what's pick or regret? Tried to journal my thoughts, but I drew a sad guy. You may laugh, you may cry, you may even forget why. So here's to the haze and the stories we lose, to halfway their chores and mismatched shoes. If confusion's a vibe, I'm your high-functioning guy. You may laugh, you may cry, you may even forget why.
Anyway, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry.
So,
that this,
was either, so neither of these groups were organized?
correct. There's a trend now toward not allowing unions because it's been empowered by this current administration. And labor unions have, really helped this country be a place where people can get a fair wage. So, I mean, I know there are unions that sometimes push it a little too far, but we need to have unions in order, especially in this climate where the dollar is everything, So, anyway.
I would tend to agree. I wouldn't have agreed with you perhaps 10 years ago, but I think with many of the safeguards being eliminated for occupational health and safety, I think it is going to become incumbent for unions to, retake that position
Right.
as, really
Safeguarding the
establishing
rights
the
of the people.
guidelines.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So it hadn't been necessary for the longest time because through legislation, the workplace had become a safer place and continuous improvements, et cetera. But that's all gone.
Yeah, it is.
Letting
If it's
teenagers work
cheaper
in
to do,
meat
right.
packing companies,
Yep,
come
yep.
on now, 12-year-olds. That's ridiculous. So that's where the unions came in years ago for equity, pay equity, and for health and safety were primary drivers of organizations. So here we go.
Yep. Yep. I think they also look at discrimination, sexual harassment, all that, the things that can
Workers'
happen in the
rights.
workplace that, right, that can negatively impact people. And in the past, we're not
those had been
addressed.
But many of those had been safeguarded through various law and regulation that have been systematically, well, not so systematically, just dismantled,
kind of trashed.
blown up.
Yeah. Yep.
Blown up, ma'am. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that there's an increase in union activity or organization activity for people to feel, that they've got a voice.
Well, especially in this burgeoning industry, somebody's making a ton of money, and so.
Oh, very true.
Some of it should trickle down.
Very true.
But we know that doesn't work. So
no, trickle down is more like pee-pee on you.
Right. Have to demand their rights.
That's right.
That's right.
That would.
You should come to the No Kings demonstration in October.
Oh, I was telling you about that yesterday.
Oh yeah.
We were on Wolf Road. I said, yep.
We stood here.
I haven't seen, I know it's October 18th, but I haven't seen or paid attention to any locations yet. I'll have to be a little more mindful.
I got an email the other day about it. And it gave me both your area and my area.
Oh, okay. Is Wolf Road again? Is it Wolf Road again?
Kings, Albany, New York. Let's see. Addison, McFarland, Sauk Prairie, Albany.
Sauk Prairie.
That's obviously Wisconsin. No Kings, Albany, North Water Street. I don't know about Colony, though.
North Waters or Walters?
North Water Street.
Is that Albany, New York?
Yeah, 53502. That's weird.
53502 is what? What's 53502?
I have no idea. Let's see. Albany. I want this to be bigger. That is Washington Avenue. Looking at a map.
Okay.
Oh no, there's Water Street.
Where is Water Street?
It's hold on. Oh, wrong way. It's off of Mechanic Street.
What?
In Albany.
What are you talking about? Where are these places? Where's Mechanic Street?
Okay, Albany Family Cafe.
What? There's no Albany Family Cafe. I think you're in Oregon.
It says Albany, New York. West Main, Lake Street, Village Park. West Main. Wait. No, wait. That ain't right. Oh, wait. It might be. No. Burrington Road. We don't have one of those. They've got the wrong map here.
Oh my God.
It's the wrong.
Well, I think it's hysterical. It only took you 10 minutes to realize it was the wrong map.
Well, I don't know streets as well.
Well, I don't. Okay.
So that's wrong.
I'll check on this side.
Okay.
I'm
That's
guessing
a good idea.
You're in a Midwest somewhere with an Albany something.
There is an Albany, Wisconsin, but I don't think that was it. Well, maybe we are doing a little one there.
Maybe there's a Water Street in
it does
Albany,
say,
Wisconsin.
It says Wisconsin. I clicked on the wrong one.
Okay. I'm going to Albany.
I didn't even notice that.
Okay.
I thought it was odd they were sending me both, but
never mind.
The last one in Albany areas.
Never mind, people in the Albany area of New York State.
Rewind.
I'll find the correct spot if anybody's interested. Oh, good God.
I'm surprised. Albany, Wisconsin's a tiny town.
What's a tiny town with?
I mean, I'm glad they're having a protest.
A great meeting place, it sounds like. Mechanic and Water Street. Just be there.
It's right next to the river. And I'm thinking,
it's right next to the bay.
That's the Hudson.
It's the Hudson, the mighty Hudson. Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh dear.
Yeah, well.
Could've done this if that IKEA shelf straight as the sky. Rewired my router, don't ask me why. Tracked down my ex's new alibi. Ate 3 meals and learned to cry. Guess what? I could've done this if could've done this if stoned. Could've done this if stoned. Match all the socks I thought I disowned. Fix the faucet, clean my phone. Gave deep advice in a perfect tone. stoned still. I could have done this if stoned. It's the segment where your logic shines, just sideways and a little off time. Could have done this if
So, TT, are you ready to play? Could have been stoned, should have been stoned, might have been stoned, could have done this high, could have done this low, could have done this at all. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okie dokie. So if you recall, 2 scenarios, TT's got to decide, did this really happen when someone was stoned, or is this a pretend make-believe farcical thing? Would you say that's correct, TT?
Yes.
The explanation? Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Someone thought their reflection was another person looking at them and stared at it for 10 minutes, thinking the person was mocking them by copying their movements. They only remembered when they saw security camera footage the next day.
Ooh, that sounds like an overabundance of something. Oh, wow. I could see that happening. Although that would also be a clever made up one. But I don't know. I don't think that really happened.
You think that was a made up
I think
ruse?
it's made up. It's plausible, but I do think that one's made up.
You just thought it was slipped in there just to try to mess with your head.
Exactly.
Oh, too bad. You're wrong.
Oh, I want to see that video.
That really? I know. You can see it though, right? Yeah.
Oh, I can.
Right. That's the thing.
Well, you know what?
Ooh, oh, yeah.
My little sister and I, when we were kids, we used to stand in front of the full-length mirror at the back of my parents' bedroom door, and we'd talk about the 2 girls in the mirror. We would diss them.
Oh my! You were mean girls to your own reflections.
There's something very wrong psychologically there.
I think about bullying your mirror image. Oh, that's good. That's a great question for you know who.
I do know. Yes.
Whoa.
Ooh.
We'll have to pose that to her a little later.
I don't think I want that uncovered.
Wow.
Just shove that way down in the vault.
Dear. All righty, let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
2 college roommates watched Pineapple Express for 10 minutes before one asked, "Why is it in German?" They'd been watching it in Spanish the whole time and neither realized.
Well, 10 minutes isn't that long when you're stoned.
Oh my God, here we go back to time.
Well, look how long it took me to figure out that map. 10 minutes seems reasonable. I think that one's true.
that very well could have happened.
I think so. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Well, correctamundo. You guessed that one correctly. Or you selected the correct response. Whatever. You're correct. There you go.
Oh,
One for two. Halfway. 50%. Good job. 50%. Ooh, good job.
A solid C.
That's good effort. Good effort. We'll give you
D+.
Satisfactory for trying for your effort. Yeah, the difference between satisfactory and unsatisfactory, that was stark.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Very.
You could look at it as an easier thing, like, oh God, it's only one of two, right? But look at it the other way. It's
right.
Dark.
Oh, it's like pass or fail. Stark.
Yes, it is.
That was kind of obvious, wasn't it? Did not need to be stated.
Well, maybe. Maybe for some people it did. So thank you, TT, for pointing that out. I feel much better now.
Good.
That's good.
If you have a query, my dearie, that can't be answered by Siri, turn to Mary Jane in your time of need. She's got all the answers about weed. Whoa, weed.
So, are you ready for this week's question, TT?
Oh, yes. I'm very curious about what this question is.
Mary Jane, what can I do if my grandkids come over unexpectedly?
Ah, the grandkid surprise visit. When you've just lit a joint or popped a gummy, and suddenly there's a knock on the door and tiny voices yelling, "Grandma!" Trust me, you're not the first canna queen to wonder how to juggle your personal relaxation time with a household that sometimes includes sticky fingers and very curious questions. Here's how to handle it with grace and zero panic. Cannabis should always be treated like prescription meds or alcohol, stored safely, out of reach, and preferably locked. Invest in a lockbox or a small safe. Many are stylish enough to pass for decor. Child-proof packaging is required in most states, but it's not grandkid-proof. Kids are crafty. Never leave gummies or chocolates on the counter. They look too much like treats. If you're smoking or vaping and the doorbell rings, open a window and get some airflow going. Light a candle or spray a neutral room freshener. Something simple. Avoid the obvious cinnamon roll cover-up. If you're mid-joint, put it out and stash it. Don't panic. Kids usually notice cookies on the counter before smells in the air. If you like edibles, treat them the way you would liquor chocolates. Delicious for you, dangerous for little ones. Keep them in original packaging so they don't get mistaken for candy. Store them in a separate spot from real snacks. If you've already dosed and the grandkids arrive unexpectedly, don't spiral into guilt. A low-dose edible or a couple of puffs won't turn you into the bad grandma. Just stick to simple activities, puzzles, cartoons, coloring books. Avoid driving or anything requiring heavy coordination. Remember, kids mostly want your attention, not a TED Talk. You don't have to stop being you just because grandkids show up, but you do need to be smart about safety and discretion. Think of cannabis like your adult bubble bath. Lovely, helpful, and not for little ones. And honestly, a well-rested, relaxed grandma is way better company than one running on 3 hours of sleep and nerves.
So, TT, what do you think of that?
I think Mary Jane, again, has shown us her wisdom. That's really good advice for anybody with grandkids. And also anybody who has little ones coming to visit their house. Because, they run off and get into things. And,
That's true.
Good advice.
That's true. You had a little one in your home, yes.
I did. And I had the door shut, but I'm realizing now I should have secured the gummies in another way.
Ha. Well, this past week, Sonny Boy and I were enjoying a little reefer action, if you know what I mean. And guess who pulls up with one of the grandchildren in the car?
Oh, no.
Husband.
The police officer. Oh, no. Okay. Husband. Okay.
No. It's like, you got to let us know when, if you're coming with one of the kids unexpectedly. I put everything away.
Right.
I have a locked cabinet.
Oh, yeah. Well, you have to, but he just...
they're older.
You had no idea they were going to be there.
No.
Oh,
no, and they come walking through the door, Sean and I are sitting here looking at each other like, ha!
Jeez. No, that's not good.
No. So, I know the pain.
Which was it, one of the older or younger children?
I mean, she's older. She's 11, but still.
That's old enough to know what's going on. Right.
She's just...
Yeah.
It would be Ugh.
I don't want something to happen to you if you're on drugs. Yeah. Why are you doing
Oh. Yeah, that. All of the above. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, I would love to. I mean, I've openly told them what the podcast is about. I use the term cannabis. Cannabis. But, and I have to wonder that by now in school, I'm sure they've heard
something about
something.
this. Yeah.
In middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, I would think so. Yeah.
I suppose I could ask.
So have you learned about cannabis yet in school?
Can grandparents still come in and read to the class? I'd like to read portions of our book.
High time for us. Sprightly guide. There's even illustrations.
Right. Look, children. If you see Grandma doing this, don't panic. It's okay. That's what they should be teaching in health class now. Don't be upset if you see Grandma ripping a bong. It's nothing to be upset about.
No, it's perfectly normal.
Yeah. Grandma was repressed for many, many, many years.
Grandma grew up in a very
prohibition
patriarchy.
Toxic patriarchy, where she was granted rights and had them ripped away. All in one lifetime.
Yes.
Yep, she's seeing the whole cycle, all in her own little lifetime.
Yep, come full circle.
So I'd be happy to address that with middle schoolers.
Yes.
How to best interact with your stoned grandparents. Not be judgy.
Not roll your eyes. No eye rolling.
Yeah, no judgy. Mima needs some relaxation. Oh my God.
Good question.
Oh, yeah. Food for thought. Think. Well, TT, you have a wonderful week getting ready for your big trip to the
thank you.
Great state of Colorado.
Yeah, and the next time we record, I will be there.
In Colorado. Well, have a great week, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right.
Thanks for joining us at the Closet Disco Queen podcast. Grab a brownie or doobie, pass us to your friends, and be sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. And be sure to leave us a 5-star review as it helps others find us. Peace out.
Children, don't be alarmed when you see Grandma ripping a bong. She's lived through Nixon, Reagan, and wars that lasted far too long. She marched, she burned her bra, she raised a dozen kids. Now she microdoses mushrooms and forgets where she hid the lids. Mima's on the patio, talking with the knitting crew. Nana's got a dab rig and a crock pot full of stew. Mimi's rolling fatties while she's planning your next bake sale. And Gigi's high as heaven, ordering crystals off the Zale. Yaya keeps it classy with the sativa, spritz and pearls. Lali does her edibles while watching Golden Girls. Nana's got a grow tent and a bumper crop of kush. Bubba's writing memoirs while she snacks on medicated bush. Grammy got me Oma too, lighting up that backyard do. Abuela's tincture changed her life. Nanny's got the kind of stash that sparks delight and maybe strife. Mama's baking brownies that'll knock you down.